We're looking at Nehemiah 3:3. It says, the son of Hassenaah built the fish gate. They laid its beams, hung its doors with its bolts and bars. Now, another thing that you need to notice is everybody's doing the work. We started off the 3rd chapter. We haven't heard Nehemiah doing anything yet. Not that he's not doing. But, this isn't a one-man job. This isn't Nehemiah saying, get out of my way, boys, I'm going to show you, Takes off his shirt, and there's that blue and red suit underneath with a big S on his chest, and get out of my way, I'm going to do it. No, it is a corporate work. Everybody is working. Some prophets, some apostles, some evangelists, some pastors, some teachers, to build up. They're building up. That's where maturity comes from. Is when the fivefold ministry is operating in our lives. To build them up, to get them into that level of maturity. But verse 3 talks about the fish gate. And I'm not saying this is it. You gotta understand that fish gate is this, and that's the way it is, and ain't no. Evangelism, the fish gate to me is evangelism. I will make you fishers of men. Do you care about the lost? Are you concerned about the lost? Or are you the last guy to close the door and say, well, the heck with the rest of them? I've already got in. I don't care who comes in after me, if anybody comes in, but I got it. No, we have a desire. It's something that the Spirit of God, and not all are evangelists. Not everybody out over there or has an evangelistic bent, but are you doing something that feeds this desire? You have to have evangelism. Evangelism and discipleship is everything. Real ministry is evangelism and or discipleship. Everything else falls underneath that. The sons of Hassenaah built the fish gate. They laid its beams and hung its doors with bolts and bars. You have a viewpoint of maturity. The gospel of the kingdom. Now you can repair the gospel of salvation, and you're bringing them in, but you're bringing them in with purpose. You're bringing them in to where you bring them in through the fish gate, and then hopefully they gravitate toward the sheep gate and they keep on. And it doesn't always happen that way, because the word goes out and some of the seed falls upon the road, some of it falls in the rock, some of it falls in the weeds, and some of it falls in the good ground. The good ground is where you're going to get sheep from. You're going to get mature believers, 30, 60, and 100-fold. But you got to broadcast the word. The word has to go out, and how can they hear if there's no one to preach? The fish gate, you bring them in. Now, another thing, historically, you're going to look at, you might start doing some of your internet searches and looking. Some of these gates are going to change names. Some of these gates are we have 12 gates in the book of Nehemiah. 10 of them, I believe, in this 3rd chapter. A couple of them don't look like if they needed any repair. But you're going to look historically, and some of these gates are going to change their names. These are the names that were established in the days of Nehemiah. So don't let them confuse you. Well, how come they call it the Damascus Gate, or where's the Damascus Gate? And maybe it was torn down and they rebuilt it different. It's history, baby. Things change. Over decades and centuries and millennia. Things change of how, cities, even the names of cities change. But we have a fish gate that was built by Hassenaah. Next to them, Meremoth, the son of Urijah, the son of Kos, made repairs. Next to them, Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabel, made repairs. Next to them, Zadok, the son of Baana, made repairs, repairing the wall. It's not just about the gates. We're highlighting the gates, but you can't have gates without the walls. And you get Meremoth, and you get Meshulam, and then you get Zadok and their people, more workers into the harvest field, and they're building up sections of walls along the way. Next to them, the Tekotites made repairs. See, that's why I'm not real comfortable with this area where you got all kinds of names. But their nobles did not put their shoulders to the work of the Lord. So you have next to them these people from, I guess, the name of the town is Tecolote. Okay, we'll just call it Tecolote because we have a town named after owls here in the Las Vegas area. Next to them, Tekoites made repairs. So they're working. They have people coming up. But watch this. Their nobles did not put their shoulders to the work of the Lord. They did not follow the example of Eliashib and the priesthood. They did not put their shoulders to the work. They did not roll up their sleeves. They, well, okay, whatever. It's time to clean ditch, but they were too good to put a shovel in their hands, I guess. There's something there. Nehemiah had to write that in, but their nobles did not put their shoulders to the work of the Lord. Moreover, Jehoiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshulam, the son of Besodiah, repaired the old gate. Now there's another gate. We've looked at Sheep Gate, talking about maturity. We look at the Fish Gate, and we're talking about evangelism. Okay? Are you sharing your faith? Are you an example? Are you a light? And are you the salt of the earth and the light of the world? Wherever you're at, are you shining brightly at your job? Or are you the undercover Christian? It's not so much the words that come out of your mouth. It's the life that you're living. Moreover, verse 6, Jehoiada the son of Paseah and Meshulam the son of Besodiah repaired the old gate. Here is another gate, a gate that needs repair. They laid its beams, hung its doors with its bolts and bars. And you say, what is the old gate? Well, we're going to let you chew on that till tomorrow. We're just going to say, okay, and you go on down to the different gates that you're going to find. I'm just kind of getting this rock rolling down the hill a little bit, and you say, okay, I'm not sure. Okay, we'll say Sheep Gate is this, we'll say Fish Gate is that, but how about the old gate? What is the old gate all about? Get into your word, find out what is it. What is there a scripture? And if there is, comment on our YouTube channel, or send us an email, or call us at 454-9527. And what is the old gate all of? What in your guess? What do you think in your spiritual filter? What is the old gate? The more you get into it, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. I have my own thoughts of what the old gate is, but we're closing off our teaching session for tomorrow, and hopefully the equipment works good, and we'll do it again on